Are we ready?
Okay. Well, I'm so pleased to be here, to be able to accept this award for Mike. The only thing I think that would be better is that if he could be here himself. And I know some of you knew Mike because you started college with him, and some of you knew Mike because you worked on committees or councils or on the board, and some of you don't know Mike at all. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about him. I knew Mike when I was in high school, and I remember when he took off and went to ASU, and Mike always struck me as just the ultimate frat boy. You know, he was cute and he was fun and he was just wild as a March hare. And that became clear to me when somebody, and I can't even remember who it was, told me, you know, Mike was almost arrested. And I went, what for? And they said, well, he was skiing in Lake Hamilton at night, naked. Yep. And he got a warning. And I knew right then Mike was like way out of my league. Way out of my league. And some of you may or may not know this about Mike, but when he was a senior in high school, his father passed away. When he was a freshman in college, his mother died suddenly. And you know, when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you can't wait to get away from home. You can't wait to get away from the structure, the discipline, you know, all the expectations of you. But Mike quickly learned that that was something he needed. It was something he yearned for when he didn't have it anymore. And that's what Lambda Chi did for Mike. It gave him some direction and some guidance and some expectations of making a grade point. And when Mike and I married very much later on in life, he said, you know, Lambda Chi saved my life. And he said, I'm not really sure I would have graduated without Lambda Chi. And the other thing that this fraternity did for him was provide him with friendships that he cherished, friendships that lasted all of his life up to the end of his life. And I always admired Mike for keeping up with his fraternity brothers. I could hear him in the other room. He'd be on the phone laughing and talking and just yakking it up with somebody. He'd be placing bets on the Arkansas-Alabama game, which he lost frequently. And the other person I really would like to thank is Mike Dinsmore. I asked Mike Dinsmore to speak at Mike's memorial service, and you know, this is a really hard thing to ask somebody to do, but he stepped up to the plate, and I appreciate that so much. You know, at this time of life, there are a lot of decisions to make, and Mike's family decided that a memorial should be made to Lambda Chi. And so I'm like walking into this memorial service at our church, and Mike's longtime poker buddy guy was walking in with me. And he said, Suzanne, do you have any idea how hard it is for a pike to write a check to Lambda Chi? And I said, well, you know, quite frankly, I hadn't put much thought into it, but I'm really sorry. But you did it anyway, didn't you? And he said, I did, and it was very difficult. But really, you know, Mike's heart was in Lambda Chi. I think he really enjoyed working all the committees and all the councils. He never once complained about driving from Little Rock to Jonesboro and back at night in the dark in all kinds of weather to attend board meetings. Because I really think Mike had a vision, and the vision was that if I work really hard, along with all these other guys, that we can make this chapter the best chapter it can possibly be. Lambda Chi saved my life. You know, those are powerful words, and he told that to me more than once. And I really came to understand that this fraternity takes responsibility and contributes to transforming boys into men like Mike. And all I can say is, Lambda Chi, nice work. You did good. You did very good, because Mike was a treasure. And I know that he would be very humbled and yet very proud to receive this award. So I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of Founders Day celebration, and thank you very much.